Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It is Taste Vegan ATL, and today we're not tasting other people's food. Today we are in the kitchen and we finna cook. So it's Sunday. Usually I go out to the store, get everything I need for the week and make this big Sunday dinner, but I'm not in the mood for that today. So I literally searched my cabinets and my fridge and my freezer to find whatever possible thing I could find to make, and I came up with, drum roll please, Creole pasta, okay? Creole pasta. For our meat substitute, we are using vegan shrimp. These are not soy free, and I don't have them in the bag because I have them soaked, and I'll show y'all that in a minute. It does contain soy, and I'm using Beyond sausage. Never used it before, found it in the fridge, and so that's what we're using today. Let me go ahead and talk about these shrimp real quick. So I boiled some water. As you can see, I don't want to make a mess, but I boiled some water, set the shrimp inside, and squeezed lemon. All right, that does one important thing. It cleans them. I don't know where these shrimp been, so I always clean it. All right. Also, with my sausage, I went ahead and cut up some bell pepper and onion. And for the sauce, I'm going to use tomatoes, coconut milk. I'm going to use mozzarella and cheddar. Violife is the best for the vegan life. And I'm going to use garlic, green onion, salt, pepper for seasoning. All right, I'll be back. So right here, I basically started with some grapeseed oil. I'm making the sauce. I added some minced garlic, but if you have fresh garlic, of course, that is better to use. I was just being a little lazy. So I added about 2 tablespoons, as you can see. Then I started adding green onion and yellow onion. And I also diced some tomatoes. And at first I'm taking it all slow, getting it all in there. And then I just decided, hey, this is taking too long. So I am about to just pour the whole thing in. Those are my tomatoes. It's up to you. You actually can use sun-dried tomatoes as well, but I needed to use my tomatoes before they went bad. So I cooked this down for about, I say 5 minutes, just to get it the way I needed it to be. That's me just showing you. Coming back. As you see, I cooked it down to where I had a little juice. Right here, I actually should have added some starch or some flour or something to kind of thicken it up, but I ended up doing it a little later and it made some little chunks, but I straightened it out. So I added coconut milk. I added the whole can and I made a big mess. So sorry about that. Next, I added in my mozzarella and cheddar cheese. I did not measure anything, so I say this was about 1/2 cup, maybe 1/4 of a cup, whatever your spirit say. I did not mention that I added also cream cheese. It's over there in the corner, the Violife cream cheese. I did add some of that. Okay, and then basically I'm about to just mix this all up. I did not add any salt at all. I added some pepper. I was struggling a little bit right here, so I had to open it the big way and just pour a little bit in there. I wish I would have cleaned up that mess right there, but whatever. We're gonna keep it moving. So I stir, mix, mix, mix. Speed it up a little bit. All right, here we go. I did this until it got thick in consistency, and I actually could have left it alone, but then I come in and add the starch a little later. So here we go. Creole seasoning. As I said, I'm not adding any salt, only Creole seasoning. Put that in there. Then I mix it up a little bit more. And then this is where I eventually mess up it. Well, I didn't mess up. It still came out perfect. I just should not have added the starch in. And if you do have to add something to thicken it up, please add water separately with it. Like, you know, in a little bowl, put a little water. Then add the starch to that, mix it up, and then add it to your sauce. Don't just pour it in like I did, because it definitely made little chunks, and you'll see in a minute. Remember, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm new at this, kind of. I'm not new at cooking, but I'm new to this vegan thing. And let me tell you, this pasta came out amazing. Okay, so here I'm just mixing, trying to get it to be thick. And it took a little work to get those little chunks out, but I was able to get it out. So keep watching. My next step is to just go ahead and cook the vegan meat substitute. I am going to add a little garlic and grapeseed oil at the bottom. I'm going to start with the sausage. Yes, I squeezed lemon on it, okay? I just like it to be fresh. All right. I'm gonna let these cook for a minute. I might add another sausage. Should I? If I add another sausage, I'm gonna have to add more. I'm gonna have to make more sauce. Why not? Let's just do it. So I'm gonna cut this up off camera, add this to the mix, and I'll be back. All right, so I did end up using the whole pack of the Beyond sausage. This is not all the way done like I like it. I like it to have like a burnt look to it, but I am going to go ahead and add the shrimp. And since I added, and I cut them up, and since I added more sausage, I went ahead and doubled my sauce. So whatever you see me do at the beginning, do it again. Okay? And look at that. And the only seasoning I am using on this is Creole. So I go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of that in. I don't want it to be too salty, so I'm not going to use a lot of different seasonings. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so we are almost done cooking it down. It is totally up to you, you know, how cooked you want it. I like mine to be extra sizzled because it helps to get out that vegan taste. Not saying I don't like the vegan taste, but just in case my husband want to try it, I want to make sure it's the way it needs to be because he is not vegan. Okay, so cooking it down. I'm probably gonna let this go for another like 5 minutes. Let me rephrase that. I do 3 minutes. Yeah. And I'm using penne pasta, gluten-free. I've already cooked them. So I'm just gonna put this together in a minute. And we're gonna be done. We're gonna be able to eat. All right, so now we're basically just gonna combine everything. And I'm actually gonna not pour every single noodle in here just to make sure I got enough sauce. And I had to put some oil on it because they got a little sticky. And I'm breaking them apart. See how that looks. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna throw some meat in there as well too, just to make sure my sauce is stretchy. But we don't all the meat going in there, so I really should just pour all of it. Look at that. That should be a thumbnail. Hold on, let me hold this up. Ooh. Okay. Mix that all together. That looks amazing, right? Right. All right, we put a little bit more noodles in here. And that's all, folks. We have done it. Do we need to add a little Creole seasoning again, since I have everything together? And you can add a little salt. I did just taste it and it needed more seasoning, so it's totally up to you. All right, it's time to taste. Okay, it is tasting time. Look at that. Don't that look good? Creamy, gluten-free, nut-free, not soy-free, but let me get the shrimp and the sausage. Look at that. Unbelievable. Well, I'm about to enjoy this. Clean up. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. 3 things for you to do. That's your homework. All right. We out. Taste Vegan ATL.